Hunnyyyy. It is going down in Africa. I'm here with my Baddies review, honey. I had to drag myself to this camera and I've just enjoyed the weekend, but I'm back clocked in, honey. It's time to talk about these baddies gone. Not baddies gone. I feel like they went wild, bitch, because these girls were out of control over in Cape Town. So let's roll the intro so we can get directly on into today's review. So this episode opens up with, we have Miss T-Bone Steak, Miss Steak Girl, because she's a big meaty ass bitch, okay? So Steak versus Cold Killer, they're in this kitchen. Now Steak has came out because she's beefing with Elsie, girl. She's beefing with Elsie and she's like, you know, Cold Killer, she's mad at me because I shook you up. I remember that. Cold Killer said, no speaking no English. She said, no speaking no English. Cold Killer don't remember. They end up getting into this nasty argument in the kitchen because at this point Steak looks fucking foolish. And girl, she ends up throwing something over at Killer's throwing food, girl. I'm like, these bitches ain't never gonna eat again. Steak, she looks a mess on scene and in confessional. She looks like a fucking cowardly dog. She looks a fucking fool. We have Elsie upstairs as all this drama is going on. She's pondering back and forth. Her running, good God, her running back and forth up them steps. Girl, take me to the king.
Oh my goodness.
Listen. You smell that shit? Now Elsie is, girl, hearing that the word is getting around that she has big beef with Mistake talking to Cold Killer. So she is upstairs and she's chatting with the girls. Anybody that listen, no, we wasn't talking about Cold Killer. Issue was Cold Killer. That was the issue, bitch. Cold Killer was shaking it up, dabbing it up, whatever the fuck they was doing, hitting them folks in the club. Your ass was up there big beefing, big screaming. I'm the face of the city, and that's why they made. You was screaming over this. But Elsie is saying, you know, she doesn't have a beef with Cold Killer. That ends up transitioning to her and Steak having a whole nother conversation. They're arguing again. I'm like, girl, this is a hot ass mess, bitch. They arguing again. Ivory ends up pulling Steak outside and they have a conversation. So they're outside recapping all the drama and this, then the other. The scene after that, we have Rolly and Scotty. They're cutting off, ducking off, chatting about the hot mess of the situations that's been going on in this house, honey. Natalie Nunn ends up calling them while they're together. And Natalie's on the phone, girl, wanting the tea. So they're giving the tea to Natalie and telling Natalie what's been going on over the last couple of hours. Natalie moves forward and says she wants to give out a baddie chain. You know, she feel like it's time. Natalie says, you know, once the girls get ready, we're gonna be heading to a wine tasting and we're gonna give out some chains, honey. We're gonna give out some chains. Now, the next scene after that is them loading up the bus. On the bus, they are asking Elsie, like, you know, what was all the commotion? Elsie is giving her side of things and she's saying, you know, I had a situation with her. We were arguing this, then the other. She doesn't really talk about the punch, okay? She doesn't talk about the punch, but she says, you know, we're at odds right now. They flash us over to the next bus and Miss Tomahawk Steak, girl, her ass is, don't nobody even give a fuck about her beef. She has to bring it up. And what does she say? She say, I ain't even gonna hold you. You could have helped me all night if this is what you was gonna say, girl. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm still feeling some type of way about my situation. The girls are like, what situation? Some of them are like, what situation? These girls wasn't even gonna ask you about the situation. They don't even know what the fuck you talking about.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm still feeling some type of way about the situation that I had. What? Oh, yes. Wait, which one? I had a situation upstairs in my room with Elsie.
She breaks down the whole situation that she's been going through, beefing with Miss Elsie, honey, and then also fighting, killing in the morning. So she's breaking down all her drama, and the girls are not really entertained. They listening, and they like, okay, whatever, girl. Now they flashes to the other bus. We have K-Rican and Elsa. They finally get to talking out. Now, as they're talking it out, a situation of Miss Tomahawk Steak talking shit about Elsie comes up. K-Rican tells Elsa that the girl told her, I would never hang with a bitch like Elsie. And Elsie said, well, she was hanging. But Elsie said, well, she was hanging. I said, these bitches are comedic geniuses.
She feel like you're a snitch. Like, she can't hang around a person like you because she's in the street.
She was hanging. But the thing is, she was hanging.
Y'all are not calling out these reads. These bitches are reading. These bitches are comedic geniuses. She said she was hanging. Now, after that, Dolly ends up getting herself into a little oops with Ivory. Ivory says, you know, what did she say? She said, since we talking about everything, I just want to talk about this. They was telling me that you said, you know, the fighting we did in Atlanta, you had won, you had, you know, beat my ass 2 times. And Dolly says, yep, I did. Ivory says, you feel like you whooped my ass 2 times? Dolly said, yeah, I did. We're gonna see when they air the show. Dolly, she's bringing it for me.
No, since we talking about it, period. I'm gonna bring you that too. You know, we fought in Atlanta. They were saying that you was on the bus, basically saying like, you beat my ass 2 times, you fucked me up, you're not worried about me.
I probably did.
You think you beat my ass 2 times?
We will see when it comes out.
Now back on the other bus, Miss Chokehold Brown, she stands up and she does her little pledge of allegiance, honey, and she says, I still have a issue with Diamond. I still feel like she disrespected me. Scotty said, oh, good. Pretty B said, you fought her ass 5 times. Exactly, girl, sit your ass the fuck, get off the motherfucking mic. Like Amy just said, get off the motherfucking mic.
For me, I still feel disrespected by Diamond.
You can get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. Get off the motherfucking mic.
Oh, because I gave her.
You fought her 5 times after that.
Chokehold, don't make us choke your ass, bitch. We was living. It was a nasty episode last week, but don't extend it to this week, bitch. Now they finally arrived to the wine tasting venue, and the girl group is so big they have to split it into 2 different tables. Okay, so all the girls are at 2 different tables. They're all excited. They bring out the wine. The girls are sipping the wine. Now, Natalie has the table of the OGs, the girls who've been there for 1 season or more, honey. As she's over there chit-chatting, Natalie wants to know, she's like, girl, I talked to Rowley and Scotty this morning. They was telling me the bitches was thumping. So what was going on last night? And like, what's going on with the room situation? What's going on?
What happened with the room thing for real?
Well, what happened was Natalie Nunn gave me my own.
I did.
They end up flashing us back over to the new girls table, and we have Tomahawk Steak Ass and Elsie arguing. Okay, they still arguing. Bitches is going back and forth. They arguing so loud where Natalie's OG group can't even do their damn scene, and they're like, we gotta go. So they get up and they go over to the bar so they can film their scene in silence, honey.
Guys, it's so loud. It's too loud.
I want to sit with you guys.
As the OGs go over to the bar area, we have a conversation between Dolly and DTV, which is comedic gold, okay? Now, Natalie does start off the conversation and she says, you know, I want to know more about your song, Dolly, because Dolly done dropped the damn disc tape to DTV. So Natalie is wanting to know about the song. Them girls are, of course, start bickering, going back and forth. Natalie is eating it up. I am too, bitch. I'm eating it up.
Every night when we're at the club, you keep telling me, now we gotta play my song. That's the new song.
The Rummy Day. Yeah, for Diamond.
Yeah. So basically, she made a song and she wanted me to run that. So with that being
The argument ends up getting so good because they end up changing the conversation over to Chokehold Brown being brought into DTV's room. DTV ends up asking Dolly, she says, you know, why would you come into my room? Dolly says, because I felt like it, because I wanted to be messy. DTV ends up saying, well, you felt it too. And Dolly says, well, you felt it even worse. When Dolly said, bitch, you felt it even worse. That was television gold.
why the fuck would you come in my room with
I felt like I wasn't
exactly,
missing.
and then you felt it too.
You felt it even worse.
Gold. I don't give a fuck what you say. Gold, baby, because I love DTV, but DTV got her ass whooped last week. She was sitting there, goddamn sprinter looking like Donald the fuck Duck. DTV for sure felt it even worse. Bitch, she was looking a goddamn fool. So baby, when Dolly said, well, you felt it even worse, bitch, I rolled out of bed, into the kitchen, down the steps to the leasing office. Bitch, I was in this motherfucker rolling around. Now back over at the other room, Killer finally agrees that she dapped Miss Tomahawk Steak up, okay? And once Killer tries to, you know, explain to why the fuck there was even a dap up happening, Miss Tomahawk Steak ends up interrupting, girl. She says, you know, I gotta interrupt. I was gonna let you speak. I was gonna let you speak. Killer says, you are gonna let me speak.
I'll let you speak. Oh, respectfully.
I'm always gonna speak.
Respectfully.
I'm always gonna speak.
And
Nobody gonna let me do nothing. Nobody gonna let me do nothing. I'm always gonna speak.
Now things end up escalating and Co-Killer ends up throwing every fucking thing she can find on the table at Miss Tomahawk Steak. Tomahawk Steak is actually surprisingly sitting there quiet, girl. She's taking it in like a game of dodgeball. She's taking it, bitch. And I'm gagging. I'm like, girl, what she got? What she got? Girl, Pop goes the weasel. What she finna do?
All I see is something.
You don't do this, not to fight. I'm showing respect.
That's all. It's not the fight. She hit me again. I swallowed up.
She gets pulled out, and as she's getting pulled out, she finds something to quickly throw at Killer. Killer's gag, girl. As if you didn't throw a whole lasagna at this bitch. Like, girl, take a little hit, take a little throw on, and sit on down, girl.
Stop fucking playing. Don't get it.
Things are escalating so loud in the other room where Natalie is back at the bar saying, are they fighting? Are they fighting? If they're fighting, I want my bottles to go now. I said, girl, what the fuck?
Are they fighting in there?
My bottles to go now. If they're over there acting a goddamn monkey, bitch. So I'm kicking. Anyway, up after that, the girls are over in the other room getting mad at our black queen Elsie, honey. They are getting mad at Elsie, and Elsie is trying to explain herself, but they saying, girl, because of you, all of this shit been happening because you, girl. Everybody got their motherfucking finger. They got their Adele finger, girl. They Adele finger cocked at Elsie, bitch. I said, girl, get your Adele finger out of Elsie. Elsie is trying to explain, it wasn't because of me, it wasn't because of me. And girl, she's talking, and as she's breaking down the story, bitch, Cold Killer knocks the glasses off Elsie's face into her wig. I said, damn. This bitch looks a fool. With the glasses just tangled up right there, this bitch looks a fool. I said, oh, this is crazy. Now after Elsie gets her glasses knocked down the sword, honey, Kay wants everybody to explain to them why the new big three is everybody's storyline. Because over the last couple of episodes, yeah, these girls have been upholding everybody's storyline. So Kay is like, you know, what's going on? And Chocohole Brown ends up getting, girl, I guess lost. Honey, she says, you know, are you talking about me? You know, do you want to fight? And Kay's like, bitch, come on. And baby, when I tell you security was like, ah, the girl was like, ah. Maybe Kay was knocked the fuck out last night when Chocohole was knocking motherfucking Diamond ass out. But baby, everybody was like, ah.
Why we everybody's storyline? Rican, I'm not included. No, you just got you. I don't really know you. Why would you take it like that? Let you just want to problem. You gonna know me what? You want to fight? Bitch, who you talking to? Man, watch out. Who you talking to?
Now, security and production finally brings these girls out of these people's establishment outside, okay? So all they walk outside, everybody's getting their different camera angles. I don't really give a fuck about nobody's walk except for Miss Tomahawk Steak and Russian Cream. Them walking out, Russian Cream and Tomahawk walking out, comedic geniuses, okay? When I tell you, so Tomahawk is going off, oh, bitch, I'm gonna do this, and I just feel it, bitch, I'm big Zara coming out, she going the fuck off.
Cause you get this work like this.
Nowhere fucking nice.
I'm dead ass. I'm gonna fuck somebody up tonight.
We have one glass of fucking wine.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck the wig, fuck the glasses, fuck everything. You wanna see me real, raw, and authentic? Is coming out. Fuck Tavy, baby.
So Russian Cream like, all right, well, girl, give me your shit. Give me your shit. Give me your birds. Give me your shoes, girl. Your sacrifice. Give me everything, girl. I'll hold it for you. And when I tell you, Tomahawk looked at that bitch and said, I ain't gotta give you shit, bitch.
Big is coming out. Niggas know who I am.
Give me your shit.
Are you shitting me? I ain't gotta give you shit, bitch.
If I was Russian Cream, I would have rushed that bitch from the back. I would have hit that. What the fuck is you doing, like, bitch? Why the fuck would you eat me up like that right now? Why the fuck you could have just not responded. But you talking about some bitch, I ain't gotta give you shit, bitch. Oh, calm down. Ivory is coaching the girls on what to do because she's like, this is a big bitch. Y'all about to go after a big bitch.
Listen. Keep your fucking head up, bitch.
Go like this, bitch. If you got to, don't put your head down.
There's a conversation between Tomahawk and Cold Killer that ignites the fight. And it's because Tomahawk is over in that corner and she says, bitches is crashing out. Bitches is crashing into the pond with that kid. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? You say fuck him, fuck 50.
Literally crashing their car into a fucking lake with their kid in there. Are you shitting me? Bitch, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Fuck your son, bitch. Fuck that little ass nigga.
Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for?
When I tell you Cold Killer got up on that immediately, she said, bitch, fuck your son. Bitch, fuck that little nigga. Fuck your son. I holler out to the kingdom, baby. I hollered out, baby. Tomahawk Steak was gay. She said, what she say? What she say? I said, fuck your son. I said, woo. Usually I'm not for no slandering no kids, but this was good. Oh my goodness, it was good. It ignites a fight. Girl, Killer was getting fucked up. Throughout these multiple rounds of ass kicking of Killer, Tomahawk is giving Cold Killer words of aspiration. She said, what you say about my beautiful son, bitch?
What you say? But my beautiful baby, bitch.
Rounds where Ivory ends up having to hop in and she say, girl, this shit is getting crazy. This is getting deadly. And I'm thinking this can't be the same bitch that was beating off Summer. He was trying to put Summer ass through the cement 2 weeks ago. Tomahawk and Cold Killer ends up, they cool it down for a couple of seconds. And in between their fights, honey, we have a fight between Russian Cream and K Killer. I don't even know what the fuck they fighting about. Jaylin ends up rushing out of the wine building to these girls fighting, and she got 2 glasses of wine hollering, "Oh my God, girl. Gold, gold, comedic gold, television gold, bitch."
Oh my God. I thought we was being bougie tonight.
After that, was it the Fanta jumps into the fight, trying to fight for Cold Killer, because Cold Killer catching her breath and she don't want to fight Tomahawk again. So they end up fighting. Fanta, you get your ass done the fucking end, girl. Like Summer said, it'll be Drake fan of the day, Strawberry fan of tomorrow. Girl, she mixing your ass around like you got ice in you, bitch. But any which way, Killer finally catch her breath and she gets back in the field with Tomahawk Steak. Tomahawk Steak, girl, is in her ass like a thong from Victoria's Secret. Whooping her ass, bitch. Whooping her ass. I said, oh, Lord Almighty, girl. Another fight ends up breaking out between K and LC. K and LC ends up fighting Honey. They fight a hot ass mess. Poke. Justice for K. That's all I can say. Justice for K. Fight a hot ass mess. Now that ignites Chokehold. Chokehold say, you want to fight with me? You still want to fight that? I say, damn. Thought that bitch forgot.
Big ass bitch Choco walking up on me like, oh, Rican, you wanted to fight me. You wanted to fight me.
Hey, girl, she is not taking everybody's hint that they gave her ass over in the wine cellar to do not fight this. Do not cross. Don't, what they say, don't cross bail, don't collect $100. If she say you want to fight, ignore her. Play hella killer. You don't see her, you don't hear her, bitch. Kay says she don't give a damn. She ends up getting to the paint with Chokehold Brown, and Chokehold Brown chokes that hoe Brown. Okay, she whoops the melon off her ass. I said, fuck, man. Fuck, bro. Fuck. Now, once Nelly sees the type of ass whooping Chokehold Brown is giving out to bitches, girl, Nelly says to DTV, girl, you might just want to leave that room right the fuck now. Rolly hollering, I'm hollering. I said, oh, this is fucking comedy gold. These bitches are killing it back to back. The gold. These bitches are not just fighting, they're bringing the level of comedy. These bitches are comedians. I'm living. When Nelly told DTV, well, girl, you might just want to leave that room, bitch. Come on. DTV even want to holler out loud. Because, girl, this shit is a mess. Girls finally calm down, right? They're trying to calm the girls down because it's time for Nelly to give out the Baddies chain. And Miss Tomahawk Steak, girl, she's over talking to Ivory, looking for her wig, her dress, her nails, her this, all this shit, girl. She lost doing the fights. So as she's talking to Ivory, Killer ends up sneaking her. These bitches are back on each other, girl. Steak is whooping Killer ass, girl. Whooping her up and through the field, honey. They end up pulling Tomahawk Steak off of Killer, honey. And Tomahawk say, no, I want more, bitch. I want more. And she busts through them bitches and start fighting again. I said, this is a fool.
Give it to me. I want more, bitch. That's what I'm
They finally break him up one final time, and Natalie is able to give out the Baddies chain. Now, in the speech before she gives out the chain, she said she was going to give the chain to Dolly, but she has changed her mind due to tonight, honey. The chain ends up going to Miss Tomahawk Steak. Tomahawk is crying over this chain as if she didn't receive the fucking Oscar. Anyway, this is the end of my review, honey. I'm super duper hot. I got some more shit to do. But, are y'all watching Love Island? Oh my goodness. I have 2 more episodes until I'm caught up with the rest of the world so I can live tweet with y'all. Bitch, I've been locked in, okay? But I'm gonna come back and start doing some more videos. But I've had to get through, like, what is it, 18 episodes of Love Island. Good God, y'all left me behind.